Hi, my name is Jen Goldman, and if you weren't on my Tuesday session, welcome to working on yourself and your business. So I'm going to speed through the slide deck to get to the 3 exercises that we're going to do, and I'm really excited about working on your business and you. All right, so on Tuesday, we discussed not only my background, but resilience, the speed of our response, the trends, and lots of areas to look at. I call it the 3 Ps and a G. And we talked about these resilience building techniques and why they're so important. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to jump into 3 of 4 of them. And the first one is time and energy management. So we all know and we talk about, I wish we had more time. But the fact is, it's really not if we had more time, it's if we had the energy to tackle things in our business and, frankly, in our personal life. So, what I found to be really impactful and really simple is for you to grab that and download that time management energy sheet that's given to you. Okay. And I'm just going to go really basic here. And you can give this to anybody on your team. This is not fancy, as you can tell. What you want to do is you want to take a look at the color key, understand what the colors mean, and then you want to start to fill in the colors according to the best time of day to do each of those major items. So I'll use myself as an example. I know in the morning I am on my A game in terms of doing acute strategy, thinking through really complex cases. That is not the best time of my day to do phone calls. I'll do them on rare occasions, but I really want to block out my morning for my very technical type of work. Okay, so that in that case would be here. When I want to work with my team, I like doing that in later afternoon. I'm a little bit more tired. I'm also more relaxed. And that's a good time to work with my team, see things are going, what they need from me, and preparing for the next day. So, again, what you want to do is you want to think about your energy levels and the best time to use your energy levels for the different types of roles and hats and responsibilities that you have in the business. And then you want to tie it in to an appointment scheduling system. So once you do this map, what you want to do is take that map and tie it in to appointment scheduling. And I mentioned this before, but online scheduling tools are one of the hottest things out there. And they're not out there as a trend just because it's easier for the outside party to book. They're out there because people want to block their time and protect it to use their energy properly. So that's technique number 1. Technique number 2, roles and role charting. So a big thing we think about in the business is we almost forget about the fact that we actually need to think about our people and what they want to be doing, what they have capacity for doing, what they have skills for doing. And so everybody goes first to the org chart. Well, I'm not a believer in going to the org chart right away. I understand it's important to get there and understand who reports to whom, but I believe that the first thing you want to do is you want to do role charting. So what you want to do is you want to download this chart. It's going to look like this. And you give this to each person on your team, and you do it yourself. And you insert the names of who's responsible. So let me explain how to do this. You want to think about the client-facing part of the business. Who is the lead that is most client-facing, bringing in the business, closing the business? And for each segment of clients, maybe you have different levels of clients or services, and you put their name in there. Then who's responsible for servicing that segment of clients, supporting the service professional, supporting the support professional, and so on down the line. The trick of this exercise is not to think and just to write. And you want to do the same for business operations. Who's the decision maker in marketing versus the coordinator of it, the implementer of it, and the support of it? The reason for doing this is by not thinking and just putting in names, you're going to realize where you have gaps, not only maybe in capacity, but also gaps in skill set or passion. And then the trick is filling in the gaps with either outsourced providers you can't afford or don't want to onboard people, or recalibrating your people to fill in those gaps, maybe to expand their skill set or allow them to rise up. So again, role charting is a great technique. It builds out the team in a more deliberate way and maximizes the use of the people that you have. Okay. And the last technique is the client segmentation. So we talk about this all the time, and ad nauseum, I think the media has covered it, and professional services, knowing your segments. But here's what I believe. I believe that this exercise is really telling not only about the segments, but who's going to work with them, staffing, and if they're profitable. We've got to get to a level of profitability so you can invest in your people in the business and help more. If you're not profitable in certain segments, you're dragging down the business and you're actually hurting your ultimate purpose, which is helping more consumers. So here's what you do. I need you to download that sheet that's been provided to you. Okay. And again, as a team, if you have a team or yourself, start filling in your segments. What's the fees? How long are you engaged with them? Maybe it's transactional, maybe it's long term. What's the ideal client look like? Don't get stuck on this. Try not to think, just write. Start filling this in. And when you have gaps, those are things that you want to lean on your coach or others to fill in, or take a step back and come back to it. So, 3 techniques. All right, what do we have here? We have energy management, right? We have roles and people and using your people, and we have clients. If you cover these 3, you're going to feel you have a much more clear path toward growth, toward scalability, and success. I hope this helps, and you know where to find me. Feel free to go right on my website, whatever you want. Send me a message on LinkedIn. I will be glad to give you guidance going forward. Thanks.